Hey guys, so there are minor spoilers for this film and this review. You have been warned. Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ron HD. So yeah, this is going to be a great time. Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm Ron HD, and this week we watched Lisa Frankenstein starring Katlyn Newton and Cole Sprouse. This is a new, romance, light horror comedy. And this film is a light adaptation of Frankenstein. And I, for one, am obviously a huge fan of Universal Monsters, and I think this film was just very enjoyable. I think it was very fun, very funny, and I just had a good time all the way through. Before I go on a whole rant about how much I like this film, I'll tell you why I like this film and more. Back at the house.
I tend to his grave. I talk to him. I wish I was with you. That's really weird, Lisa.
You are being admitted. Inpatient. Lockdown.
I could get the clink for life or the electric chair, but I don't want to die a virgin.
Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm Russell HD, and this week we watched Lisa Frankenstein, written by Diablo Cody, directed by, in her feature-length debut, Zelda Williams, starring Katlyn Newton and Cole Sprouse. This film is a dark comedy with a love story intertwined in there. And this film is obviously also a take on the Frankenstein story, and I'm not going to explain Frankenstein to you. You should know what it is. But yeah, this film is very, very enjoyable, very funny, and for a PG-13 movie like it is, guys, I have a rated R bias. You guys know I love blood, I love the gore, I love all the adult themes, you know what I mean? I like the swearing, I like some of that. But obviously, a good PG-13 movie can, really do good with what it's given. And I feel like this movie did really well as a PG-13 movie. And honestly, I'm okay with it being that. I think, sometimes a movie does not need to be super vulgar or super taboo to be enjoyable. Even a movie like this, that's a bit of a dark comedy with the whole idea of them, killing people and chopping them up and, giving the Frankenstein's monster, his parts and his ear, his hand, his dick, you know what I mean? That's... I just think that, even though that sounds like something that would be rated R, right, it's not. And that actually, is, I think, good. Because I think some of the PG-13 stuff makes it sometimes a little funnier. In a way, if that makes sense. But overall, yeah, found the film very enjoyable in that it was funny. Which I can't say about every PG-13 movie, but I did actually enjoy it. I did find, the cheeky dialogue pretty funny. I did like the 80s aesthetic to it. I did I didn't know the film was going to be set in the 80s. I thought it was going to be a modern day thing, but nope, 80s movie. And I found that was very, I liked the 80s soundtrack, I liked the 80s garb, the 80s attires, looking all stylish, the 80s haircuts, the 80s cars, all the 80s stuff. Can't get enough of the 80s, but obviously there's such thing as too much 80s sometimes. But not here. Yeah, quite enjoyable on that part. Aesthetics were great. I really also liked I did like the love story that the characters went through. Obviously, the film was, I think, mainly a comedy first most of the time. It was trying to be funny most of the time, while I did find the love story, engaging enough to the point where I was invested in it, right? And also the ending genuinely surprised me, and while I won't spoil it here for you, I will say that I didn't... Well, near the end I saw it coming, but at the beginning I didn't see it coming. But, yeah, at the end. That ending genuinely shocked me, which I won't tell you because I genuinely think you should go out and watch this movie. It's very enjoyable. And talking about that, I did find the ending satisfying. And obviously, as I said again and again, I won't say it here, but yeah, it was quite satisfying to me. And I hope it will be satisfying to you if you go out and watch this movie, which I do recommend. And I knew, like, when I was going out to watch this movie, this is just a little, like, offhand comment, but the guy, Cole Sprouse, the, like, Frankenstein's monster in this movie, he actually was in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which is, like, a Disney Channel show, I think, from, like, back in, like, the early 2010s, late 2000s, and I'm like, wow. He's still acting. Like, I didn't think he would still be, like, I don't know. Like, a lot of those Disney Channel actors usually, like, go off and do other stuff. Or they're just kind of, like, unknown, and they don't really go, like, I don't really know what they're up to nowadays. So I'm like, wow, good on you. You're still doing stuff. Glad you're still getting roles. You know, and it just, like, surprised me. And again, happy for him. Happy he's still getting stuff, still doing stuff. But yeah, I didn't know that was him at first. Like, I had to look it up. But I knew it sounded familiar. Sorry, I just felt like adding that because I thought it was funny. But, or I thought it was cool. And as I said before, I think I'd recommend this film. You know? It's very, I mean, if you're a fan of dark comedies, if you like, I mean, honestly, if you like Frankenstein stories, I think you could get a kick out of this. I think it's a good, like, an interesting take on the Frankenstein, like, story and universe. I think it's a good take on it, and I would recommend it if you're into that. And overall, if you're just like, as I said, dark comedies, Frankenstein, or any y'all, I would just recommend it. So yeah, recommend it, and I think overall I'd rate this film a 7.5 out of 10. Very enjoyable, had a lot of fun with it, and totally recommend it. And yeah. Think of something to say, think of some peace. So guys, hope you like this video. Share with friends, subscribe, turn notifications on. Comment down below how much you liked it. But you guys know how it goes. I didn't really mean to say that. What I really meant to say was if you guys hated this video, unsubscribe, dislike, and tell me about me in the comments. I've been Time HD, and I'm off to do some grave robbing. Just make 2 videos. Big warning. Alright guys, so there are some minor spoilers for this film and this review. So if you don't want any minor spoiler reviews, please go out and watch the movie and then come back. You've been warned.
We're gonna do that again.
Why? So guys, there are some minor spoilers for this film.
Start over.
So guys, there are some That was pretty good, wasn't it, guys?